evening and welcome to another review with me, EX20, and we're going back again to PlayStation 1 to play an epic game, which is called, well, actually, this will show you. That's right, Jurassic Park Warpath. This game is awesome because it compensates the two awesome things to make an epic game. Dinosaurs and dinosaurs beating the hell out of each other. Blood, guts, gore, everything to make it work. So why don't we get cracking and see if this game is not worth your time or it's freaking win. Even though it is still freaking win because it's dinosaurs beating the hell out of each other. What's more awesome than that? Oh yeah, maybe that too. And I'll get the brief history over. Well, it never had a predecessor, this game, but the locations it takes is from the movies, which is the first one and the second movie. It wasn't taken from the third one because the third one's came out later, and the third one I absolutely hate. I really do hate that movie. But, so, that's a brief history out of the way. Now let's get on with the review. Yeah, Bruce. The gameplay for this is really awesome. The controls take a while to get mastered, but once you master these controls, you will literally have a fun time performing combos, biting enemies, flinging them across, smacking them, and even literally stabbing them in the neck. You heard me right. This guy stabs some of the dinosaurs in the neck with his horn. Now, in reality, the dinosaur would be dead after doing that because he stabbed his horn right through his throat. He wouldn't be able to get back up, but they still do. But it's still freaking awesome. Also, another awesome thing you can do in the middle of a fight is build up your rage meter. And once that's built up, you will go ape and destroy everything in your path. And it's freaking awesome to see it happen. Also, the dinosaurs you get to play with at the beginning are 8. And there's 6 unlockable ones. Now let's start off with some of the modes you get to play with. First one is obviously the arcade, since that's the one you obviously play immediately. It has 6 stages, and every time you face a dinosaur, they always do a dramatic entrance, like so. Yes, very posh. Eventually, when you get to the 7th stage, you will fight the secret dinosaur I told you about. If you beat him, you will unlock him. If you don't, well, then you will lose terribly. Like this git did to me a while back. Yeah, smacking me in the head does hurt, you know. After beating the arcade, you will be awarded with this message telling you you unlock the dinosaur, plus his theme map he comes with. You also have survival mode, which by the name state means you survive as long as you can till the end. What's your reward? A nice skin for your dinosaur, like this raptor has. A flame raptor skin. That is awesome. Each of the dinosaurs has a spare skin you can unlock through survival mode, if you're actually going to go through that. Because it's not easy, it's really tough to beat. And if you ever want to learn all the moves to become the awesome dinosaur killer, you can go to the practice room where you can practice with your dinosaur and an AI partner. And the game does teach you how to do it in other modes. You can select different options as well, so that's a pretty useful feature. Basically, the other mode is called Choice, which basically is just versus mode just by yourself, where you just basically pick your character and an AI partner and you choose your level. Nothing really is said about that, because that's just normal. Finally, there's the museum, which is actually really good, because if you don't know much about the dinosaurs, this thing can brush you up and teach you everything you need to know about the dinosaur you're playing with. And that is really, really a nice touch. So yes, that's all the gameplay. Now let's go on to the story. Basically, the story is, well, what do you think? They've escaped, they're now killing each other to prove who's the best and conquer the entire park. So really, the story is nothing exciting, jaw-dropping, so... Nah, the story's kind of bland, but it's dinosaurs beating the hell out of each other, so that's still awesome anyway. And the music. Well, the problem is with the music in the gameplay, you can barely hear it due to all the fighting and that. Even putting it at maximum volume, it's still really hard to hear. It's decent soundtrack, but you cannot really hear it, so it kind of lets it down on that fact. The only time you really hear is when the dinosaurs introduce themselves and the victory roars. And the main menu, of course, but really, that's it. So the music's kind of disappointing, and they could have fixed it to be a bit louder. But yeah. Okay, overall verdict of the game. Well, this is one of my favorite games from my PS1 library for one reason only. It's dinosaurs beating the hell out of each other. How is that not awesome? And the fact is, there's gore, awesome tackle moves, and everything, and more dinosaurs to unlock. This game is just awesome. And for that, it gets 2 things. It gets a 10 out of 10 and epic win. Get this game if you want a fighting dinosaur game. It's the best I know, and it's awesome. So I end this review with a funny killing streak I did on one of the characters, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye and whatever.